Tech dreams of organic toys and I'm running out on the edge. Soft screams of the rocker boys are echoing through my head. Counting demons, mechanized, biotech behind our eyes. Not just another riding solo in the car. Electric cameras will ignite. Not just another lonely nomad on the road. I'm a ghost in the city, I'm a ghost in the city of night.
Howdy, hello, good evening, hello. Sorry about that brief interlude. Welcome to our fifth chapter. Yes, we're all the way to the fifth chapter of Shadow Vale Aflame. Yes, we're in Shadow Vale for this adventure. Hopefully, if you've been following along, you'll have seen us in various states of distress from the previous adventures. We do have a little bit of a problem with this one because I believe that Keeper Ellis is still down. He's still injured, still possibly bleeding out, but we'll see how he gets on. Just to go through all the characters that you will see tonight again, as I always do. First up, we have Alareth, who is played by Lewis. He's a Dragonborn cleric, and he has irritable bowel syndrome. He just shits everywhere, can't control himself, and he's a bit persistent on beer, food, beer, and shitting. Probably in that order. Next up, we have Delete, which is played by Keeper Ellis. He's a human paladin. He's the one that's currently in the shit, not Lewis's shit. He literally is in the shit because he's kind of down. He's been downed. We're still undecided whether to actually resurrect him or get him back to health or just leave him and just get a bigger cut between all the three of us that are remaining. So we shall see on that one. Next up is myself. I'm playing Norbert Huffleberry. I'm a half-elf wizard. I'm good at jumping out windows. The odd good shot with a fireball from time to time. Other than that, try chatting up the ladies. Well, when they're played by the DM is a bit weird, especially when that DM is a guy. But that was last time's adventure. And the last, but certainly not least, is Peanut Fizzlebottom. He's a gnome druid, and that is played by Baz. He's quite a mean little motherfucker. You don't want to mess with him, to be fair. But he's the one with the squeaky voice, but the tall staff. And hopefully he can be as effective as he was at parkour. Very good, Lewis. Is that Dutch for twat? Oh dear. Anyway, we shall dive in. The chat doesn't seem to be behaving itself for me. I can't pop the chat out, but hopefully we will have things up and running properly as I just drop back onto the page. And enjoy. If you do have any questions, we can probably answer them as we go through, or if we take any kind of break midway through. But yeah, enjoy. Hopefully it won't be too bad, but I shall just drop over to the main channel and then bring up the Discord.
Was it?
There we go. Here we are, boys and girls,
Oh.
and Baz and
thought-
Lee and Lewis and Alf. Hopefully, it'll work now. Morning, yeah. Have you just got out of bed earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, we woke him up.
Oh, good.
Jumped on his face until he woke up.
Leo Striker, thank you very much for that. Alf of plenty. Oh, and obviously Lou as well. Sorry, I was still doing the start when you did that, but thank you very much, Lou. Much appreciated.
I'll see how it is.
Right, does anybody know what we're doing? I thought it was 7:30 start actually, but there you
Well, hopefully I
I
do.
wish it was. I'd still be in bed.
Okay,
go. Yeah, shocking.
so a recap of last week then. So last time, Aleif, Dali, and Peanut set out to investigate a kobold outpost in the mountains, guided by their new half-dragon friend Corin. They found that the kobolds had taken over an abandoned structure carved out of the mountainside. Inside, they found several groups of kobolds guarding some stores, as well as a few other troll-like creatures who they appeared to be working with. The group dispatched all their foes and then set off back to Shadowvale. Meanwhile, back in town, Norbert was helping the town's healer, Remrin, with looking after the injured half-dragon girl called Tizza. Remrin asked Norbert to help prepare some medicine to relieve the symptoms of the girl's fever, but due to a combination of unlabelled jars and Norbert's inexperience, he inadvertently gave the girl some cannabis and made her vomit. A while later, Remrin left to investigate some strange noises that she could hear that Norbert didn't. Norbert then heard some smashing sounds coming from Tizza's room and investigated, only to find a kobold about to strike. Norbert fought off the kobold, only for a few more to enter the house. Norbert then unleashed his burning hands, inadvertently setting the house on fire, and barricaded himself in the bedroom before escaping out of the window with the still unconscious Tizza draped over his shoulder. While all this was going on, the rest of the group returned to find the village under attack from a kobold horde. The horde started a number of fires throughout the town and were clearly intent on causing as much chaos and destruction as possible. Everyone, including the villagers, valiantly fought off the kobold threat, but the fires continued to burn and spread. And during the chaos, Dali was knocked face down into the mud, where he remains.
That sounds like a complete and utter slagging off session of Norbert and his inability to read jazz.
So that takes us to where we are now then. So hopefully I've set this up right.
There we are. There we are.
I'm just checking it. It looks all good on the camera. Seems all right to me. I can change the sound that's playing because we don't need the battle on anymore. Well.
Gentle reminder that I set fire to everything.
You didn't set fire to everything, only the one house so far. Yeah. So for the last session, for all the enemies that you defeated, it was quite a bloodbath, really. There were 18 kobolds, 10 winged kobolds, and 3 of the troll-like creatures that you haven't yet identified. And between that and your progression bonuses, you each got 300 experience.
Oh.
So you should all now be on 600 XP, and you need 900 for a level up. So you've powered through in your first session as level 2. You're already halfway to level 3. It's a good start. So yeah, Delete's on the floor. I don't know if you plan on doing anything about that. The rest of you are still alive and well.
Can I check his pockets?
You could.
I want to check his pockets.
It is.
Yeah. Can I?
Are you looking for something in particular, or?
I just want to see. I just want to see.
Shiny!
Yeah, I want to see if he's got any gold or something that I can just, nab.
Gonna pilfer off him.
Well, he's knocked out. You don't know.
No.
Do we do a sleight of hand or something?
You can do yeah, go on then, a sleight of hand. 6. So you sort of rummage around in his pockets, and you feel something that is quite long and rigid.
He's just giving him a little nudge. Till he's got a bit of lift.
Keepy, why you got a boner?
Who's Keepy?
Lee, why you got a boner?
We can't hear
no,
you
we
now.
can't hear you anymore.
No.
He's
It's
out
a
cold.
fucking. He's in heaven.
He's desperately trying to tell you no, but you can't hear him.
Better?
That's
Okay,
better.
okay.
There we go.
Fuck's sake.
Or are we to help with the fire? Because it's got health.
Well, what are you doing with Lee first?
I'm picking him up.
You're going to
Right.
pick him up.
As in, like,
Can you heal him?
no.
Are you just because if you don't have any healing abilities or means to give him health, then all you can do is stabilize him.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do, yeah. Just stabilize him.
Maybe talk the hard thing you found in his pocket.
What, you mean give it a rub?
Give it a rub.
That might get him up.
In more ways than one.
Christ.
It'd be like a trolley jack every time he rubbed it.
Oh Christ! Alright, so I've stabilised him. What then? Okay, I'm still half asleep. I still don't know what's going on.
Did you ever?
Shut up. Go back to sleep.
Well, I can't heal him.
Well, I've got no healing skills left. No spells.
No, me neither. All gone.
Can we ask any of the townsfolk if they can intervene?
Well,
Yeah,
your friend can help.
Who me?
They're affected the place more than you are.
Norbert's
I think
friend.
Norbert would probably know that Renman would be the best person to speak to about this.
Yeah, that was her. I was trying to think of her name. Hang on, let me just.
She's over near Dilly in the middle of town at the minute.
Ren, assistance.
Renwin, we seem to have a bit of an issue with one of our friends. We have run out of skills to make him better. Is there anything that you could do to help bring him back to normality? He's a bit stiff in places, but I think a bit of medication might help. If you have any, please.
Got a Calpol.
Calpol. Gonna get a little syringe.
Yeah, sure. She says, and you lead her over to Dilly on the floor, and she starts working her magic.
I'm
not helping that, am I?
I can imagine. Look at how much. Was it throw 10 gold into the middle and see what happens?
This has gone south very fast.
It usually does, but just usually it lasts a bit more than 5 minutes into the session.
No, we're used to lasting not more than 3 minutes, do we?
Shut up. I don't want to talk about it.
She will use cure wounds.
Oh.
And
touched
she
him.
restored 6 points of health to Dilly.
Thank you very much, Renman.
Can we start pointing out these fires?
So while you were just standing around, one of the other Dragonborns that was up in the north of the town that you haven't met yet comes running in and goes, "Quick, we must put out the fires. Help us get these buckets and take them to the fires around town." And with that, her and Remrin start drawing buckets up from the well and handing it over to anyone that's nearby. So you've got a little bit of a mini game there.
Oh.
So you'll see around the map there are a number of fires of different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Each fire has a red bar and a green bar.
Oh, yeah.
So the red bar is basically the health of the fire. Generally speaking, a bigger fire has more health, although intentionally you can't see the numbers. And there is also a green bar, which is the time until that fire will engulf the relevant buildings.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
You need to take buckets to those fires. You need to be in melee range of the fire, so in a square next to fire, in order to toss the bucket. You can take a bucket from the well as a bonus action. Throwing the bucket on the fire will take your main action. It's a bit more of an involved process. Okay. It's still normal. You can use your dash action if you like. However, if you try and dash while you're carrying a bucket full of water, you will have to make a check to see whether you spill it or not. If you use your normal speed, you can move normally and safely without spilling it. So it's up to you whether you want to play it slow and steady or risk it for a biscuit.
Now, can I recommend that we definitely put out Renwin's house? Probably his first priority. Just saying, I feel a bit guilty there. Internal combustion.
Should we not make like a plan of in which order to take out the fires? Because some have only 3 turns, and the other ones some have 7 turns.
Yeah, they're the fields, aren't they?
Generally speaking, the bigger fires are more likely to consume first than the smaller fires.
Okay.
Well, so I'm going to go for that little hut on the very left.
The one with the
7.
Are you gonna spit it out?
Piss on it. Okay, so if you say if I went to one and I just use one bucket of water, does that mean it removes the fire altogether then, or does it go down in stages?
The bigger fires need more buckets of water.
Right, okay.
At the same time, they also are more likely to finish their job quicker, so they're the more dangerous ones.
Okay. Is this roll for initiative then?
Roll for initiative.
Hey, not too bad. Oh, Bats, you fucking legend. I mean, Peanut, you legend.
Just remember how to do it. Oh yeah, hang on. Down at the top.
There was no token selected.
Yeah, if you have your character selected on the page, then you should be able to add it straight in when you roll. You click on your little character token on the map.
I'll try that again.
Yeah, but you technically rolled a 15 the first time.
Yeah.
I think Gaz usually has the issue.
Yeah, it says you want to send results. Did roll a 6. Yay.
Where are you? There you are. Provide you a turn then. Madsen. And Eliaf isn't on there either. Select your tokens before you roll next time. Get beyond there. So you had a 15 and Norbert had...
What do you mean?
Select your
character
on the map and then click on initiative.
And then if you select it before you do your roll, it will add you straight away because it knows which token you're talking about.
Well, I didn't know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm saving my best rolls.
Let's hope so.
I know where Norbert's going straight away. This fire looks different to all the other fires. La 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 la.
So, starting from where all you're starting as well. I have the fires.
Well, I've got 2 delays.
disappeared.
Norbert started the fire.
The only
there
one
two
thing
delays?
on my map.
Yeah,
You
I'm,
made it, burn it.
I'm seeing 2. One way over to the east, and then one right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was
know
like,
about
how
that.
the did he get over there when he's only just?
I know what happened. I tried dragging from my character or my journal page onto the turn order.
So it's gone full wank after I touched his bits.
It's his twin.
But
Hello.
Just reload the page because half the fires weren't appearing. Right.
Yes?
What are you going to do?
Well, I'm only a little guy, so I'm not sure if I'm the right guy to carry all these buckets of water.
You're still capable of carrying buckets of water.
Okay.
You'll be able to have a bath in it as well.
In that case, did I get a bucket then? I want to have a bucket, so that's spending my bonus action.
Renrin and her friend are constantly loading buckets from the well.
Okay,
And
so
either
I
handing
pick up
them
a
out to
bucket.
people or setting them by the side of the well. So every time you come back to the well, you can pick up a bucket.
Yeah, okay, so I picked up a bucket, and I will move.
You need to move closer to the well to pick up a bucket because you're not right next to it.
He was just using his staff. He was dangling it.
I moved closer to the well, and I picked up a bucket.
Yep.
And now I will move. Did that one square go off my speed then, or?
Yes, that's 1 square worth of movement. So I think you've still got 4 squares you can move because your speed is 25.
Yes, so I will move this way.
Okay, you can. If you wanted, you could use your dash action, so you can move twice your normal movement speed.
Okay, so I'm carrying a
But if
staff,
you do
a
that-
scimitar, and a bucket of water.
Presumably, you have shielded your staff and your weapons. And that.
Yeah.
But if you want to dash, I will make you do a check to see if you spill it. So it's up to you whether you want to.
I will not dash because I will spill it.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Obviously the 3s and the 4s and everything. Is that how many turns it is till they?
It's how many rounds? Yeah. So how many
right.
full rounds?
Right, I see. Yeah, okay, so yeah, looking at field number 3 with the 3, that's going to go first. Then the one next to it.
Just remember there are fires all over the town as well. To the
Yeah.
north.
There's one north with 3 as well.
Ah, fuck that one. Oh shit, yeah. How many? Yeah, see, fields are going to be important, aren't they? Because of obviously crops.
The weed, I mean.
Yeah. But I really think the house that's got 6 over to the kind of west, that's the larger house with lots of cobalts around it, that's vitally important.
I wonder why.
The fire does look a little bit more greenish. A bit chemical.
Are you done, Peanut?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah,
Okay.
my bonus action and my action are gone, so... Oh no, my movement is gone, I can't throw it from here. So yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Aleph.
Okay. I take a bucket and I move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not in range there, am I?
No.
Okay.
You need to go at least 1 more. For what it's worth, I will just say that fire has 4 turns. There are fires with 3 turns.
Yeah, I know. I was just because that's kind of close.
Ooh.
You know, I didn't want to waste my my movements.
I think
'Cause
that's the
delete-
laboratory.
Yeah, because Dilly's closer to the one that's like 3. So he could potentially get that.
Yeah, but it will need more than 1 bucket, right?
Yeah.
Depends how accurate a throw you give the bucket.
Yeah.
I probably launched the bucket into the fire. So the whole thing.
I am going to make an attempt at a dash.
Oh god. Still gonna spill it.
Okay.
What do I do?
Give me a hang on, I've lost it. Give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check. Okay.
Yes. Straight
I thought it was-
dexterity.
I thought it was going to be athletics.
It's not so much how fast you can get over there. It's a case of
Oh, yeah.
maintain it.
All down myself.
So, you're rushing over to this fire, and you just stub your toe on a little rock and trip over.
What a
Um,
It's
wanker.
the rock though. Did he slip or something he put down himself?
Yeah.
You
Slipping
fall on
hazards.
top of the bucket, end up splashing yourself with the water, and there's basically no meaningful amount of water left in the bucket now. It's either all over yourself or on the floor.
Just throw yourself into the fire next time. Fool of a chuck.
You do still have the rest of your dash movement though.
Yeah.
To dash back.
Funny story, guys.
There's a wet patch there.
He had a bit of lift as well.
Over in the background.
Oh, dear.
After touching the lead, he had to cool down.
So I've got double. Okay, so I can come back, can't I?
Yeah,
So I've
and
taken
you
back.
can remain at the well. So
Yeah.
that'll be your turn then.
Hey, we've got labels now. We know what each of them are.
Yeah, I've just noticed that you couldn't actually see the labels, so I'm just going around changing all the permissions so you can see them. So next up is Dlee.
Am I close enough to the well to pick up a bucket from here?
Yes.
In that case, I'll pick up a bucket and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares and throw the bucket on this fire.
Okay.
You want to roll for that or anything?
No. But for some reason, half the fires keep disappearing off my bloody DM screen, so
Moving into dust.
That's all your movement. That's your bonus action and your action. So yeah, that'll be you done.
Can I dash at this point to go back?
No, because you used your action to extinguish.
That's what I thought, yeah. Just wanted to make sure of that.
There we go.
Is that what I did anyway? So I wouldn't have been able to put the fire out.
Yes.
Oh, cunt.
You would have been ready to fry it that time.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
It's not like you were going to use your action for anything else on the turn that you had it.
True.
So Dlee has used his bucket of water on the fire. It's reduced the raginess of the fire, but it's still quite strong.
Oh, Jesus, look at that. Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was focusing on it to get it down in 3 turns, I think.
It's,
I just suggest we hit the food storage because without the stores, they're going to have nothing. Is the one to the south, if we don't get rid of that. And the house slightly to the west of that.
oh, right.
The one that Ilareth dashed towards and then just jizzed all over himself with the bucket.
Careful, everyone. There's a puddle over there. Don't want to get your shoes wet.
Get out of the puddle.
Yeah, we've got to save the beer.
Yeah. The food. Yeah, the food. Right, my turn, isn't it? Right. So.
Wait, so Lee only took that little bit out of the fire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think the fields are going to be a goner.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the food storage is more important.
Mm-hmm.
And the house slightly to the west.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't you in there with medicine and stuff? I mean, if there's medicine in there, it's really important.
Exactly. But as you can see, it's got 6 rounds that we could possibly yeah. Don't know how that's set on fire. No idea.
Yeah, but I mean, if we only take off this little amount, we need 7 turns.
Probably. We'll go for the food storage first, anyway.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Okay. So I pick up a bucket. I get handed a bucket. The ladies are dishing it out. So
That's your bonus action.
yeah. So 1, 4, 5, 6. Probably too far away there, aren't I?
Yep, you need to move at least 1 more.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm not going to use a dash because I think we need to at least put this out. So I'm just going to stay there.
Okay. So with that then, so we have the Dragonborns are going to help. Not the Dragonborns, the half dragons are going to help out. So Corin is going to go get himself a bucket, and then he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to risk the dash.
That's what Louis says when he goes for a shit. Pebble dash.
He looks a bit unsteady on his feet, and there's maybe like a couple of drops spilling over the side, but he manages to keep it intact.
That's how you do it.
So he comes over here, he chucks his bucket on top of the storage. And then he starts running back to the well. Oh, hang on, I've dragged the wrong thing here. God. That token. Here we go. And he starts running back to the well. That will be his turn. The chief.
That can fuck into the house.
Oh, sorry. Trying to whiz through this.
Yep.
The chief runs over, grabs a bucket, and starts running up to the same field that Lee went to, where he's also going to risk having a dash.
You fucking smooth.
He hits the side of the building when he goes past and spills it. So he runs back.
What happened, Chief?
And he's waiting for another bucket now. Actually, no, he can use his action to also get a bucket. So and he'll try again and gets halfway back out again. The children also are going to try chipping in. So they're coming. They're going to dash over from where they are in the southwest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Grab a bucket. And then they're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then again 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Counting simulator. Whip that.
8, 9. So they get 1, and then that one grabs a bucket. They come down. They're all going down south to help out with the food stores. And that is everyone, because those two are helping out. So yeah. So right, back to Peanut.
Right, I'm gonna move
Round
to.
2.
I'm gonna move to the home. Because the fields are gonna. That's not gonna work out anyway. So I'll throw my bucket on the home. Do I need to do anything for that?
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna throw the bucket on the home.
On the home. Okay. Yeah. So that goes down.
And then I'm gonna move 3 squares back towards the well. And that's my turn.
Okay. Next is Alef. I'm just going around reducing all the 5 green bars.
Okay, I am going to take a bucket.
No
and
dash.
I'm going to.
You're not even close to the well?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, he's right next to it.
Am I innocent?
Not on my screen.
There.
Yeah.
No, not for me. Nope, nothing there.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
Well,
I'll refresh.
Yeah, he's next to the well on my screen.
yeah, I mean. I think we need to save the spec savers so he's not going to get his eyes checked. So I'm going to go to. I'm going to go up there. So
That's all the fires adjusted now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to use my. Yeah, I'm going to
Action.
put the file out. Yeah, action, yeah.
Okay. So you chuck your bucket on top. Okay. Good. So the fire is starting to be put out. But the one here is still strong.
The fire is strong with that one.
I'm going to use my dash to get back to the well.
Yep. I assume Alef had no more movement, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
I can't move any. I couldn't use a dash, can I?
No, because you used your action on the bucket.
Yeah.
Extinguish. So delete that was 6 moves, yeah?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
Okay.
And pick up a bucket and run back to where I was.
Yep, so bonus action to pick up the bucket, action to dash, and then 6 movement back. So you're back where you started. Yep.
It
I'm
doesn't
gonna
have
need
to
to
do
do-
the throw for maybe spilling something?
Yep. So do you want to make roll just a d20 on its own, just to see whether you spill it on your way.
Well, doesn't he just have to do dexterity?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Well, I can do a dex if you want.
I wonder why.
My dex is -1 anyway, so it's probably not going to be much better.
Yeah, not great. Yeah, so you spin it, but I would say you can spin it just a short way away, like 2 squares from the well.
Oh, so I'm close to the well, so.
So yeah. Oh no! Bloody dragging the fire, because the fire sprites are huge. Yeah. So you've used 2 of your additional movement there. You've still got 4 movement.
Right, in that case, I'll go back over to the well and with me next turn.
Okay. Norbert.
Right. I'm going to move there, and then I'm going to chuck my bucket over the food storage.
Yeah.
Flush. I've had one.
You've managed to put out about half a fire now.
Cool. I'm just gonna go back as far as I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. That's me done. Now.
Now, yep. Okay, so it's all the Dragonborns. So Corin's currently carrying a bucket. He's no, she's not. He's on his way back, isn't he?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's going 1, 2, 3, 4. He will grab a bucket. He will attempt to run back again. He's a bold one.
Fucking hell, don't get this lot going to the bar.
So he manages to make it over here, and then he sort of skids in the mud that Aleaf made when he smashed his own bucket, and he falls over on his arse and sends his own bucket flying. So yeah.
We got any Benny Hill music?
Spilt his bucket, and he starts making his way back to the well.
Is that Corin?
Yeah.
Corin's didn't have bucket.
Oh, he went, filled up, and then he tried to run to the fire and then fell over.
I thought he already done it and then he was on his way back.
Yeah, and then he ran to the well, got a new bucket,
Oh, right, I wasn't paying attention.
and then went back to the fire.
Go back to sleep, Lou.
And now he's going back to the well again because he's fluffed it. Thanks to that nice little skiddy puddle you made. So the children are all going to start running down that southern road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the green one that you don't know the name of yet.
Emerald.
Bucket. On the food store. And the fire looks like it's almost put out now. God damn it. Keep dragging it. They're going to start running back. Tizza's going to run down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, she can get in range. She will use her bucket. And that fire is now put out.
Fucking family fortune.
The survey said.
Right. And that's all our movement. And then the blue one again, you don't know their name yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're not going to run. They're going to take caution because they've seen 2 people fall over in that road already. So they're going to cautiously step around the puddle and just walk down the road. Then the chief is currently carrying a bucket. He's going to go next to Aleaf, chuck his bucket on the big fire. And that will go down. And then he's going to run back. Oh, God damn it. I keep dragging the fire. No. Four. And that's it. So back to the players. So it's now round 3, and I'm just going to reduce all the fires by 1 again. So all the big fires are now at critical point. They're not put out on this turn. They will destroy stuff. And yeah, Peanuts go.
Oh yeah, sorry, my mic was muted. I picked up a bucket, moved 2 spots back because I'm not dashing because I've seen everybody fall over and I don't want to make fun out of myself. So
So you're in the same position.
I moved to the well, grabbed the bucket, and I moved back. I'm 1 spot further to the left than I was before.
Okay, so that's your go.
That's my go.
Okay.
Oh, yes,
I have a bucket. I have a bucket, don't
Poured your bucket
I don't
already.
think you can keep track of your own buckets because I've got so many NPCs I'm tracking buckets on.
Yeah, because I used.
There you go. All the fires should now be updated.
Pretty sure I've got a bucket.
You've extinguished 1 fire. There are 15 more fires. They're not for much longer. A few of them are going to burn themselves out, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
If you're running back, you could dash while you're not carrying a bucket. On the assumption you're not going to get near a fire to use the extinguish, because then you can run back, grab your bucket, and then walk back. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does. So,
You only have to
yeah,
roll
I've
the check if you're carrying a bucket when you start dashing.
Yeah, so I've used my dash.
Yep. Was that 6 movement?
That was 5 movement. What I've just
5
done.
movement. Okay. Yep. So bucket.
Pick up my bucket and then I go.
So you got 7 movement.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Well, the lead did have to do a check, didn't he? But when he if he used his dash before he had a bucket, he still if he wanted to still use all his movements off the dash after he picked up the bucket, he still needed to do a check to spill.
Not if if the bucket was empty at the time, but he used the dash. No.
He was dashing back, wasn't he, with an empty bucket?
If he's running back with an empty bucket, it doesn't matter how careless he is.
Okay.
So you're gonna you can't extinguish, so you're just waiting there for your next turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually got a
delete.
dash on mine.
Yeah,
Everyone
everyone's
has
got a dash.
Have we all got a
Everyone
dash?
can dash.
Yeah, cool.
I'm going to grab a bucket and go back up to the wheat field at the top with it.
Okay.
And obviously use the bucket up there.
So you use the bucket on that. And that fire is looking pretty close to being extinguished now. On this last leg. But it's still ravaged the field quite heavily. So that's all you're doing, yeah?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, then Norbert.
Okay. So I can dash back from here to the well. I've got an empty bucket. That'll be 2 to there. And then I pick up a bucket. And then, do I still have my 6 then, movement wise?
If you've dashed to get there, you contribute your bonus movement, so you've still got 6 normal movement. And you don't have to worry about doing a check.
5, 6. So I can actually get 1, get 2 there.
Oh, really?
just 8. Priorities. No guilt.
Making events.
I can't do anything now, can I? Because I use my dash as the
Yeah, you use your dash as your action. Yeah. So,
okay.
okay. So it's all the Dragonborn's turn then. So the chief is currently carrying a bucket. So he is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 up here. He's going to use his extinguish. And he's able
It sound
to.
like someone unzipped their trousers then.
And he manages to extinguish the fire that's on the wheat field and preserve some of the crop there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 4 movement, wasn't it? So he is able to start running back as well. Then the blue child was cautiously carrying a bucket. So they can go move 4 squares, then use an extinguish. And that's made a significant difference on the fire on that house. And then they're going to start running back. Then the other 2 children had already used their buckets last time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're both dashing. So they've used their action to dash. The green one can get a bucket. Then move. They will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Standing on top of that kobold. And then Tizza will get a bucket as well, and she will move 5 squares, and that way as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Corin is going to move 2 squares, grab a bucket. Then he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. He is going to risk it for a biscuit.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, he's going to try and save his own house. Serves you right for being a selfish bastard.
He again slips in the same puddle that he slipped in earlier, and loses his bucket. So that's his turn.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
And that is all the half dragons. So with this round complete, some of the fires completely ravage remaining stuff. So this fire in the wheat field to the east has burnt through all the remaining crop and has burnt itself out.
The survey says.
Then, so to the east, there's a potato field which is now on its last legs. Orin's home is still burning.
Only Deleuze bothered about that.
I was going to say, so he keeps. Potato!
There's, if it will let me select it, a turnip field to the northeast, which is also on its last legs, a carrot field to the northeast on its last legs. There's a home to the north, which has still got a bit of time on it. A shed in the northwest, getting a bit low. And then the collection of houses to the west are slowly starting to burn down a bit, but they're doing relatively all right. So, Peanut.
Yay! I'll just move to the house again, to the home, and I'll throw my bit on the house. And
Yep. So you managed to extinguish that fire.
woohoo! And
You've still got some leftover movement.
Yeah, 1 spot.
one important slot. Yes, you can't dash because you used your action. So yeah, that's your turn. Eliath?
I'm going to extinguish the fire here.
Where are you? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then I'm going to move back to the well, which I am moved there. And I'm done, I think.
Yep, you can't dash because you used your action.
Yep.
Denise?
I'm going to dash down to the well, pick up a bucket, and move slowly toward this house over here.
Put the one over to the east.
Yeah. There we are.
That's your turn, yeah.
Yeah, that's my turn.
And Norbert.
I'm going to lob my bucket at this slightly singed house. Oh.
Yeah. So you make a huge splash and extinguish half the fire that's on the house.
Yeah. I can go back then, can I? 1, 2, 3.
You've half redeemed yourself.
Yeah. I can go back 6, which will put me back there. Yay! But yeah, just hoping. You know, I'll just be happy when the house is extinguished, you know, and everything's tickety bow. That's me done.
Okay. So, Corin is going to run up to get a bucket. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab a bucket. I think he's learnt his lesson now. He's going to proceed with caution.
Oh, go on, have another go.
The blue child is going to dash. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to get back to the well. Grab a bucket and then 1, 2, 3. He starts heading westward. And then the other two children already had a bucket and they were heading westward. So the green child is going to go 1, 2, 3 and extinguish on that house. And reduces the fire on that building. And then they're going to go 3 back as well. So 1, 2, 3 puts them back where they started. Tizza is going to go 1, 2, 3. And she's going to use hers on that house. And that fire is now almost put out. And then she will start running back to the well. And the chief. 1, 2, 3 to go back to the well. He's going to get a bucket. And he is going to go northwards. 1, 2, 3. And that's all our Dragonborn friends. So, back to Peanut. I'll just reduce all the green bars.
Right, so I'll dash over to the well.
Now, before you start, the carrot field in the north has burned through. The turnip field in the northeast has also burnt out as well. Oops.
Yellow field as well.
Yeah. Potato field.
You keep your notice that one.
Stores. Corin's home has used by 1. All these houses in the west of town We're going to go down by 1. Some of these houses are now critical.
Hmm.
And shed in the northwest is also critical. But carry on, Peanut.
Okay, so I'm gonna dash. How many spots can I move with a dash?
Twice your normal movement, so you can normally move 5 squares. If you use dash, you can move 10 squares.
Okay. And if I would stand here, am I then close enough for grabbing a bucket, or do I need to be to the?
Depends where you want to go next.
No, it depends if I'm close enough to the buckets. I want to go to this house then, because I mean, it doesn't really matter where I go, because I can't get anywhere within 1 turn. And
Yeah, there's no point
the
taking
house.
that.
Sorry.
There's no point going to that one.
No, but there's also no point of going to this one, which has 2 turns on it, because by the time I'm there, somebody else has secured it.
I mean, what about the shed in the very left, which only needs 1?
I might get there. 3 turns.
So if you can get in the white box, you can get a bucket.
Yeah, I'll get a bucket. So I'll move to Norbert's position. I'll get a bucket, and then I'll move 5 spots. So that's 5. There we go.
Okay.
My turn's gone.
Okay, can I grab a bucket from here?
Left.
Yeah, can I grab a
You have to
bucket
move
from
1
here?
more square. You
You
need to move
slot.
it.
You need to be in the white square.
Okay, so I'll grab a bucket. And then I move 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait a minute.
Did you want to dash before you started?
No.
Even before you picked up the water?
Holy shit,
No.
snacks!
Because you would have got away without doing a check.
That's
Okay, yeah, I'll
Wizard,
do
thank you
it
very much for that.
then. Right, okay, so I'll do a dash. So now I've got 11.
Did you use 2 movement to get to that? Oh no, you used 1 minute.
No, 1, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you still got 11.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm still really confused about this dash and then picking up a bucket and still being able to run without having to check if you're spilling or anything or not.
If you start running while you're not holding water, while you're not carrying water, you don't have to do the check. If you start dashing when you're carrying the water, you have to do the check.
Right, okay.
Because you can use your bonus movement basically before you get there.
Yeah, it still sounds shady, but okay.
Well, you got nothing to spill. You're just checking basically to see if you spill anything.
I know you can, as soon as you start your dash, well, not having water in your bucket, you can run without having to spill anything. But as soon as you pick up the water in the bucket, you can't keep running without spilling anything. I mean, that sounds a bit weird.
Well, then you're just doing your normal movement, aren't you?
Yeah, but Alareth just went 11 spaces after he picked up the bucket, and that's not his normal movement.
It's fine. Just ignore it.
It's fine by me, but I just think
The town is burning, man!
I'm just confused here.
I know that the Dragonborn's long legs might be confusing to
Right.
someone of your short stature.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know how this works, man.
Yeah, coming from the guy that's built like Stewie Griffin. You know?
I mean, arguably, his stride should probably be about twice your stride anyway. So
Yeah. Exactly.
being able to work twice your normal movement speed seems legit.
Hey, I'm trying, you know.
Yeah, so that's the last moves done, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Fleet.
I will walk over to this house here and pour my bucket on it.
Okay.
Hope hopefully that extinguishes it.
Yep.
Great. And then I will walk back to the well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll only get part way there, but yeah. I've still put out 2 houses, which is, two fires.
Wasn't a risk of burning down anytime soon, unlike some of these buildings.
The first one was actually at a rescue, so...
Two of the homes are critical, of course. Are they only 2 critical? Well, the shed as well.
There's only one critical one, and it's got 2 of 6.
2 houses and a shed. The house on the far side is 2 of 6, but 2 of the houses are 1 of 5.
Not important.
Okay, Norbert.
Okay, I'm going to pick up a bucket and then I'm just going to waltz back to my perfect 6 to there, and that's me done.
Okay. So it's all the dragon boards to go for broke now.
Yeah,
if
come
they
on.
can succeed.
I'll do everything for you.
Who have we got? So we've got the chief up in the north of town. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he's going to have to risk it. Actually, no, you better play it safe. Then we have Corin, who is going to move 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can get to there. He will use his extinguish. And that puts out the fire on that house. So that's gone. And he has lost his bucket. Then the next furthest is the blue child. So he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just gets him in range of that house. And he will use his extinguish. And that fire is almost extinguished on that house, but it's still going. And that's his bucket used. Then we've got Tizza, who's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Use her bucket. That puts that one out. Her bucket is used, and then she's going to start going back 1. And then the green child is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And use their bucket. And the fire's reduced on that house, but it's still going. Their bucket is used. So that is everyone there, and we're back to the top of the round again. So the shed, the northwest, has burnt out. That's the only one that was destroyed, though. So Peanut, it's your turn. I'm just going to reduce all the remaining ones by 1.
Yeah, I'll move to this house here where this weird chemical greenish fire is coming out, and I'll try to extinguish it. Hopefully it's not something that spreads when something as water is being thrown up on it.
I will point out as well, actually, we've forgotten that Corin's home is still burning down the south.
I have not forgotten.
To be fair, Corin has messed up.
I mean, he fucked up twice.
Yeah.
And not just
one of
today.
the cities.
You will need to learn that the hard way.
Yeah. Okay, you done, Buzz?
I'm
Peanut?
I'm extinguishing this this flame here. It's not going out yet, but I'm trying to spit a little bit more on it, hoping it goes out now.
Piss on it.
So yeah.
There we go. That last bit did it, and then I move back to here, and then I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, so I move to, that's 1, 2. I'll extinguish the fire on there.
Okay. And that will go out.
Yeah, and then 2, 3, 4.
And you're done, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Dali.
I will walk down to the well and pick up a bucket.
Yep.
And
Is he going to go for the hero play?
what?
You
The
got-
shed over there?
You gotta go for Corin's house.
Orange house can rock. Even with a dash, I'm not getting there in time. Even with a dash, I'm not getting there in time. So, yeah, I'll wander down 1, 2, 3, 4 to there, and end my turn.
Okay. The only fire over there is still a little shed, just so you know.
Yeah.
I know.
Norbert.
Dilly, are you going for the shed?
Yes.
Right, okay. I'm going to try a dash to get to Corin's house from where I am. I have got a bucket. I didn't get to use it because Peanut put out the fire. He stole my thunder.
I thought you used yours as well.
No.
already.
I picked up the bucket, which was my action, and then I got back to there. I was just about to throw the bucket when you turned up like a little shit and just went...
You do have the movement if you succeed.
Yeah, I know. I just counted there, and I thought, shall I try and do the hero dash from here all the way down to Corin's house? From here,
Come on, go on. It's gonna be a 1.
brilliant. So I need to do
He's gonna run straight into the building.
yeah, slip on my ass straight and burn alive.
Come on, we have our first one of the evening.
Right. So is this a dexterity?
A straight dexterity check. Yeah, just click on dexterity.
Oh fucking hell! Here we go. Can I have a drum roll for this? I need a drum roll. Boom!
The next one, go on.
Jesus Christ.
You valiantly dash over there, but you kind of spill it over. you
I had to
managed
chance it. I had to.
You managed to spill it behind the houses.
Yeah. I mean, look at them. I've got a 20, an 18, and a 12 all around that too.
Oh dear. So yeah.
Sorry,
that's your
Corey.
movement.
Tried my best.
For what it's worth, because I'm only going to make you go free of your movement before you spill it.
Okay.
So if you want to use the remaining movement, 9 squares,
Okay. 1, 2.
feel free to move.
Yeah, I'll just get back to the well.
For what it's worth, I think none of you have any spell slots, but if you did have any like water-based spells, it would be fair game.
Burning hands.
I don't think that's going to be a help. I mean, arguably, it made your life more difficult because you had to use a couple more buckets to extinguish all the fires. You know, if you didn't have to put out Remrin's house, maybe you could have saved Corin's house.
Yeah. Right, so that's me done anyway.
Yeah, so no one else, not even one of the Dragonborns at the well could do it because they'd have to use their action to dash and their action to extinguish. So. Double checking something.
I can't get to that shed.
Right, so that's your turn. So it's the next round. So before that, all the Dragonborns can move. So the chief is up in the north of the town. For what it's worth, he's going to move 3 squares, use and extinguish. And halve the fire on that house. But it's still critical. And he's going to run back 3 squares. So he ends up back where he started. Then who else have we got? Corin is going to dash. I don't think he's got anything else up his sleeve.
Can one of the people that is feeding the buckets, can they go to Corin's house?
No, because
They can't make it in time.
filling buckets.
Because they would have to action to dash and action to extinguish, and they can't do both.
Right, okay.
They could physically move it, but they couldn't do it. They
Okay.
just don't have the time.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Corin's is gone then, isn't he, really?
Corin is going to dash, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Collect a bucket. Start running south. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he gets to there. As he runs to see his home engulfed in flames at the end of the street. Then the other children. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're going to dash back. So the green ones dash back almost the whole distance. The blue one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can get a bucket. And they're going to start going down south as well. Again, for what it's worth. And then... Oh, hang on. Aha. Let me just double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, alas. Okay, Tizza is technically actually a rogue, so I can use a cunning action as an additional action to cast dash.
Oh. Maybe she hasn't
She
got a
can run
bucket.
to there.
Did you only use that now?
I forgot that she was a rogue.
In a panic from all the fires.
To be fair, she still would have been subject to doing all the checks anyway. However, she could use her breath weapon. Which, because she is silver, was cold damage in a 15-foot cone.
This is where when she has an asthma attack.
So she is going. Where is it? Effect. She shoots cold and like frost all over the house, and it slowly starts to cool and put out the fire. So Corin's house is heavily damaged, but it just barely manages to survive. But it's going to need some patching up. And she was the last one to move, I think. So it is back to Peanut.
Yeah. Well, I was on my way back to the well, so not sure if it's
The,
really
the home in
necessary to.
The home in the
Me.
top of town has burnt out as well.
Yeah, no, and the shed is being extinguished by Lee. Although
The
Oh, no,
only
you got
other fire is the shed in the west. Yeah.
he not sure if he's gonna make that, but we'll just guess. There's not really anything I will have to do with the bucket anymore. So
Well, you can go to the shed on the very left.
no, because I don't have a bucket. So, but I mean, the Lee is going there. He still has a bucket full of water, I think, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's going there. So by the time I'm there, it's already been rebuilt. Yeah, I'll just meet up in the town square, and I'll just sit down and wait everyone to return back to the center of the square.
Okay.
So that's me. Done.
Alef.
I am going to. I don't think there's anywhere else, is there?
Just the shed in the west.
I'm going to go in there, so I'm going to go and take a shit.
Joke's on you.
Right, let me roll. What have I got to roll for now?
Performance.
Go on then.
Roll a performance.
Roll performance check then. For
Performance.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm going to give you a performance.
Oh, you got an
Boom!
11.
Hey, 13 for the +2.
So after all this hard effort, saving the town and putting out the fires, you treat yourself to a well-earned service. Is that your turn then?
Did you say did your turn or turn?
I am going to have. I'm going to.
Are you going to use a bonus turn?
Yeah, I am. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a bonus action. I want to do another shit.
He's going to crimp off another bit.
Go on then. You can roll again if you like.
Yeah.
No, I'm not, yeah.
The other performance. Oh.
Oh, 8.
Oh.
This one looks a bit ropey.
And I am done.
That right down your leg.
Could really use that bucket of water now.
So Lee,
I'm going to move to here. And end my turn.
okay. So that fire is still burning.
Up there still burning, but I should reach it on the next turn, so.
Okay. Gilbert.
I'm just gonna talk to these two ladies at the well because I'm just waiting on Delete to put that fire out. So I'm not. I'm just gonna dip, make some small talk. See how they're doing. See if they're still angry at me that their house is on fire.
Introduce yourself to the other lady you haven't met.
Yes. Hello.
So do you come here often?
Yeah. Well.
Do you want to roll a charisma check?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This could be a good one. Come on. Yeah, come on. 21. Boom.
Nice.
Bring out the big stage. Charisma.
Well, you hope she's that age.
Your expression of well, you managed to make them both let loose a little laugh despite the seriousness of the situation. You managed to make them both break out a bit of laughter.
Christ.
Ladies man. Ladies half elf.
Okay, so all the half dragons. So the green child's closest to the well. They can get a bucket. They can risk a dash as a backup.
He's just trying to redeem himself now, isn't he? Fuck's sake.
So they manage to go running off down the road, and then they fall over and spill their bucket. Despite their enthusiasm. And the other children are just sort of running back to the well at this point. The chief is coming back down from the north. He's just watched that cottage burn down from up top. And back to Peanut.
Yes, right. Well, I'm just gonna sit here and
Is your staff?
No, sorry, I'm gonna move over to this this patio here, sit on the stairs. That sits better than on the sand, and I'll just watch how everybody's going about doing their thing.
Guys, that's your turn, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Left.
I am going to. I'm going to come back to the well. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to use my dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm just going to stay there. And I am my turn.
Okay.
And
And then lastly to me.
Go over to the shed and extinguish it.
There you go. And you managed to extinguish that last fire. So that is all the fires now have either been put out or they've laid waste to whatever they were burning on. So all being said and done, a potato field, a wheat field, turnip and carrot field, one home and a shed have burnt out. But otherwise, the rest of the town has been saved.
Win-win.
So that ends the turn order. So you can now choose your keys.
Where are the beds for spending the night? Because some of us could use a bit of a rest.
Are you just sort of asking that aloud?
Yes.
Where are you? You're in the middle as well. Okay. So,
I've moved up to the middle again.
so everyone seems to be convening now in the centre of town. Yeah, that's everyone more or less there, I think, apart from you come back as well yet. So everyone's sort of hanging around the well now. The chief looks absolutely furious. And he's sort of raging. These kobolds have gone too far. We're going to have to wipe them out. It's getting late in the day, but tomorrow we should lead a party to exterminate them. Gone too far this time. And so you're asking about beds and that.
No, I was throwing a question given his mood.
He did hear you. So he's like, we can put you up for the night. Thank you for your help in extinguishing the fires as best as you're able. We're more than happy to put you up for the night if you can help us deal with this kobold menace once and for all.
Can I bunk with Remrin?
Whoa.
There's a hole in the roof, I think, on the IRS at the minute.
Can I do a charisma check?
Can I do an anti-charisma check?
You can try the charisma check if you really want to persuade her.
Did that come through? No?
No.
There we are. Hold on.
Oh!
Yes! Fucking I'm gonna get laid! Yes! Fuck you, Norbert! Fuck you!
Her house being quite damaged, unbeknownst to her by Norbert, because he was the one who actually set the fire in that house. Unbeknownst to her, so she's got some damage to the roof of her house, but she's, like most of the villagers, kind of fascinated by Aleaf being a dragonborn. So she's eager to host him in the hopes that she can sort of ask him questions and learn more about him. She's willing to put you up for the night.
I think you need to do a performance check.
Ignore the shit running down your leg. Okay, so am I
The good news is that she obviously has a outbuilding toilet.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
you can shit in luxury now compared to the woods.
Smashing.
Although it's considered rude in any world to go to someone's house and create a mess in their toilet.
Okay, so are we resting? And do I have to do any more rolls?
Yeah,
or
it's getting late in the day, so yeah, if you wanted to have your overnight rest,
yeah, I mean, I'm going to do a sleight of hand on Remrin.
the rest of you will need to find some way to stay though.
Can I just inquire who this other lady is that?
That's it. You get my seconds.
I'm just trying to find out who the hell she is.
So Norbert's lost one potential conquest, so he's going to start chatting up the only other female dragonborn that's near him.
Yeah.
You introduce yourself. You made some small talk with her earlier. Made her laugh with your well joke. She introduces herself as Briava and says that she is like the priestess in the shrine, which is the building that Peanut is sat outside. And yeah, she's the town's religious leader.
God.
She's, more of a middle-aged half dragon.
Experience then.
By the end of the night, you'll be called Rim Rim.
Oh dear. It's fucking taking teenagers through D&D, isn't it?
You just typed something that you shouldn't have.
Nope.
I think.
I'll just put that in there just for so you know
Oh, right.
how it's spelt and whatever.
Briava.
I've
That's
got
right,
I'm thinking one of them right now. Bavaria. Right, so we
Yeah,
have
me
we have
too.
no rest. We have no rest now.
You could go off, for the night. The rest of you need to find somewhere to hole up.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
the
sleep
night
in the
so.
shrine here. Looks peaceful.
Have you got permission?
I don't know, but I'm just gonna go
He's
for
gonna
it.
wing it.
I'm gonna wing it. I'm so small, nobody wants me anyway.
I'm gonna go to the food store and just, dive in there and see what's left.
So, where's your room, eh?
She's completely innocent and doesn't get what you're insinuating. But she leads you back to her place.
Okay.
Virgin and Lewis.
Well, this is with all
what
like
about Ilareth?
Oh, Ellereth, yeah.
this is with the one with all like the potions and shit in there. So hopefully there's one that might make me last all night because we all know I can't.
3 minutes and counting.
Well, while they're all trying to work out where they're going to bunk up, I'm just going to ask the chief, well, where's there a bed for me, if you don't mind? And I'll take whatever's available.
The chief offers you space in his place.
Hey.
Okay.
Delee's getting a bit of lift again.
Fucking hell, yeah, I'll touch someone's cock and now I'm going to get laid.
yeah, the thing is though, Lou, you still shit down yourself, so you ain't gonna get anywhere.
Maybe she's
Yeah,
into it.
He leads you off to his place and finds a place to put you up for the night.
Oh, dear.
So is that the night over then?
So Norbert, are you just gonna sleep in the warehouse then?
Yeah, I'm next to the food, just in case I think the midnight munchies.
Okay, so with that then everyone goes back to their various homes.
Guys, can I suggest that we end our session for tonight because I've got quite a long day tomorrow and I have to get up really early.
24 hours like every other day.
No. No, we have plans to go somewhere a bit later, but there's a lot of black ice predicted later in the day, so we've moved our schedule a little bit earlier.
Ah,
So,
cool, mate.
No
That's
worries.
cool. Looks like I will be lasting long after all, eh? Yeah.
Gives time for Lewis to brush up on his chat up lines.
I didn't have to. I'm older 22, mate. I'm older 22. Sorry, Norbert, but you know,
Hey.
some people have it, some people don't.
You've got shit down your leg, you can have it.
You've got vomit down your sleeves.
I saved a girl. Yeah. I got her out of that bad situation. You know, just when they know, they'll come flocking.
Yep. with the well.
Yeah, well, I'll try that again.
Well.
Fancy a bit anyway.
That seemed to work. I think that only worked because you were stood next to a well. I don't think that'll work anywhere else.
Chair, chair, chair.
Fucking hell.
Oh dear.
Fucking hell, mate.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm happy to leave it there as well.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. Cool.
Bed.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
All right. I'll just mute myself and then I'll talk to the streamer. Oh dear. That was a shocker. That was a shocker. Oh dear.
I still can't believe I rolled a...
All right, everyone. We're going to cut that one a little bit shorter than planned, only because Baz, unfortunately, like I said, he's got a long day tomorrow and he needs to go do some things. So that was quite an adventure, actually. That was quite an interesting mini game. Now we did realise that we couldn't save everything. There was just no possibility. And then when everybody, I think maybe had a 1 or 2 at the most of the dashes that actually worked when carrying a bucket. I think maybe once. But you know, we saved Remrin's house. I was a bit bothered about that because I didn't want her to feel too bad that half her property was engulfed in flame due to my not ineptitude, but you know, style. I think we'll put it as style, you know, of dealing with a bad situation. So we got out of that in the last session, diving out the window after we realised that the whole house was on fire. So I got to say thank you to Lou, Lou Keepy, Baz, Althelion, and it's such good fun. I mean, I know it's you guys looking in and maybe thinking, "Oh my god, it's just childish humour." It is, and that's the problem. Is this group is always going to have childish humour, but we'll carry on next time. Probably about 3 weeks' time again. We seem to do it every rotation of every 3 weeks. So it's going to be probably the end of February, which will be the next one. But oh, that was funny. What we might do is we might switch over temporarily to a little bit of Lotro just to finish. But thank you very much to the crew for that. I'm just going to go to the startup screen. We're going to go on to mute for a little bit, and then we'll be back with some Lotro. So thank you very much for joining us. Hang around. We will do some Lotro, and then we shall be back in Unos Momentos. So we'll see you again soon.
Sunshine